The following is a presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions past, present, and come on, future. I meant to time that so I could just hit the button to start the scene and be ready for it. And of course, it's me, and it doesn't work that way. Well, hi there, I'm Ron Juckett, and welcome to our Week 11 second game of the week for this Week 11, the 1978 season, the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. The Cowboys are 9-1. If you were with us last week, they were upset in Miami at the Orange Bowl, which is not what Dallas wanted by any stretch of the imagination. Whoa, my audio's loud. Let's take care of that. That better? Wow. Okay, so somehow my microphone got turned up. Anyway, let me see if I can fix that real quickly. Volume mixer. Streaming live. Speakers. Steam. Chrome. Nope. Alright, I'll try not to yell my ear off. No, that's what I want. Why is that so loud? Okay, I took some of the volume off that. Alright. As I was saying before I really interrupted myself, so the Cowboys are 9-1. If you were with us last week, they lost to Miami. They did everything but beat Miami. Miami is now, I forgot what the record is. So the Cowboys have been knocked off a peg. They still have a healthy lead over the Washington Redskins. The Redskins have already lost their Week 11 match because the Giants beat them. The Giants actually swept the Redskins in this 78 replay. The Packers are 6-4. They're led by Terrell Middleton, their running back, who is bouncing back and forth with Earl Campbell as the leading rusher in the National Football League. Now, this game was played in Milwaukee in real life, but Milwaukee doesn't have an NFL team, so we're in Green Bay. It is the tundra is not frozen. It is 43 degrees. Dallas will have the wind. There is some wind, 5 to 15 miles an hour. This is a big one for Green Bay. If they could somehow pull off the upset and win this game, they have a good chance of hosting a divisional round game because Atlanta is 5-6. Now, the Lions have won today and the Bears have lost, so they are 6-5. A Packer win gives them a game lead. If not, it's a three-way mumbo jumbo with 5 weeks to go. I believe Chester Markle is ready to kick. And we are ready for football. Johnson stands at his 8. Markle is going to kick into the wind. And the ball's away, and the game is underway right at high noon here on a Wednesday. Taken at the 5, 10, 15, 20. Taken down by Douglas at the 23. A return to 17. That's where Dallas starts. And I hit the wrong button again. Well, it's a good thing that these aren't professional productions or anything. Dorsett and Newhouse are your backs for Roger Staubach. Hill and Drew Pearson are your wide receivers. Billy Joe Dupree is your tight end. You've seen the Cowboys enough. And there's a reason for that. They're good. Dallas favored by 3 this afternoon on the road. Dorsett and Newhouse ran over 100 yards in the real game. Dorsett on an off tackle to the left. And first play from scrimmage is taken across the 25, the 27-yard line. Ezra Johnson for Green Bay makes the tackle, and that's how this one starts. 2nd and 6. You know it's Roger Staubach back there. Robert Newhouse. Tony Dorsett. Drew Pearson. The right's the near side wide receiver. Tony Hill on the left. The offensive line, Pat Donovan, the left tackle. Herbert Scott, the left guard. John Fitzgerald, the very good center. Tom Rafferty is a good right guard. And Andy Frederick is filling in on an injury basis at right tackle. With Billy Joe Dupree, of course, being the tight end. 2nd and 6. Newhouse on a sweep to the left. And Newhouse gets a block and gets it across the 30 before Johnson makes a tackle at the 31 for a gain of 4. Let's meet the Packer defense. From right to left. Ezra Johnson, as you've seen, has already made 2 tackles. He's the right defensive end. Dave Roller, the right defensive tackle. Carl Barzolaskis. That's a word with Fred's word, if I ever heard one. The left defensive tackle. And on the left defensive end, Mike Butler. Butler and Johnson are the better parts of that line. Packers play a 4-3. Gary Weaver is on the right outside. Mike Hunt is the middle linebacker, and I'll try to say that slowly. And John Anderson is the left outside linebacker. The star of the Packers defense is Willie Buchanan. He's the right corner. He's a 10-10, and Mike McCoy is the left corner. Johnny Gray is your free safety. Steve Luke is your strong safety. This is a good defense, but the Packers are going to have their hands full against the Cowboys. 3rd and 2. Dorsett runs to his left on this Packers sweep. And Green Bay says, no, that's our sweep. And Johnson knocks him down after a loss of 3. They wanted Dorsett. They got Dorsett. And so Dallas is forced to punt. Danny White with the win. It's Odom and Gray back for Green Bay. White stands on his 13. Good punt. Taken at the 25 for a fair catch, but there's a penalty flag, and that'll be picked up. So David Whitehurst will take over at his own 25-yard line. Nervous crowd. I mean, is Bart Starr the head coach? I think Bart's the head coach of this Green Bay squad. And let's meet them. Turdell Middleton. He ran for 1,116 yards in real life. He's well over 1,000 in this replay. Barty Smith is his companion. He still will run it about 10 times today. David Whitehurst, a 51% passer, did not have a good game in this one in real life. The offensive line, Greg Cook is the left tackle. Daryl Goforth is the left guard, and Daryl keeps saying that a lot will be a good day for Green Bay. Their center is Larry McCarron, and he's a good one. Melvin Jackson is the right guard. Tim Stokes, the right tackle. Rich McGeorge is the tight end. Andra Thompson is the far side wide receiver. And James Lofton is the near side wide receiver. We'll meet the Cowboys in a moment. Middleton off tackle left. And he can't find much of anything. Bob Bruning makes a tackle after a gain of 2, spotted at the 27. This Cowboy defense is just a wonder to behold. Their worst player is a 5 out of 10. They play a 4-3. Harvey Martin on the left side defensive end. Randy White just really needs no introduction. Jethro Pugh is the other defensive tackle. That's like saying Coke and Coke Zero or just the other sodas. Too Tall Jones is on the right defensive end. D.D. Lewis, the left outside linebacker. Bob Bruning, and he's the worst rated defender, and he's still average. He plugs up the middle. Thomas Henderson is on the right outside. Benny Barnes, your left corner. Aaron Kyle, the right corner. Cliff Harris, the strong safety. And Charlie Waters is your free safety. That's a mouthful. Smith on the fullback dive on 2nd and 8. And he moves his legs. Randy White makes a tackle at the 29, a gain of 2. 3rd and 6. for the Packers, and that's going to force the first throw of the day from David Whitehurst to the tight end, McGeorge. Dallas sends the kitchen sink. Whitehurst throws. McGeorge has it. First down. He gets to the 40 before Charlie Harris makes the tackle. Gerald Pugh is the blob that's hurt, and his return is probable. So 1st and 10 for the Packers from the Green Bay 41, and Thompson's already tired. Short slant to him, Whitehurst. And that one was kind of screwed all the way around. Stalls makes the sack. Whitehurst is shaken up. He is still in the game. Dave Stalls, who is the defensive tackle replacing that came in from the injury, he's not bad overall. So 2nd and 15 for Green Bay after the botched play. And Middleton will try to pitch one to the far side. From the 36, he gets across the line of scrimmage. Harvey Martin knocks him down after a gain of 3. 3rd and long, 3rd and 12 for the Packers from their own 39. Odom is the third receiver. McGeorge the tight end. Middleton is the lone setback. Lofton on a medium slant. Whitehurst is rushed, and they got to him again. Stalls forces a fumble and a sack. Green Bay maintains possession, but Dave Stalls, who's coming off the bench for Jethro Pugh, has made 2 sacks on 2 plays. And Green Bay on 4th and 18 is forced to punt. David Beverly, the punter for Green Bay. They're going into the wind. This will not be pretty. Johnson and Hill, the return for Dallas. From his 16, he gets it away. Fielded at the 32, taken to the 40-yard line, or 37, before Johnson makes the return of 7 yards. So Dallas starts this possession with 8:59 to go in the opening quarter. Drew Pearson on a medium slant. Staubach has time. He throws over the middle. Pearson is hit by McCoy and dropped the pass. So 2nd and 10 for Dallas instead of the sure first down. Dorsett pitched to the right. And Green Bay read that one all the way. It's a loss of 5. Andy Frederick, who was playing right tackle on an injury basis, did not make the block. Green Bay wanted Dorsett, and they knock him down for a loss of 5. Preston Pearson comes in as the setback, and he flanks out as a wide receiver. So it's 4 wide for Dallas. Butch Johnson is the other receiver, and Staubach will work out of the gun. Medium cross to Preston Pearson. Staubach has time, and that one is complete to the lineman Rafferty, the guard. It was tipped. Rafferty caught it and ran for 4. So how about that? Tom Rafferty, as the play-by-play says, you can't see it, a lineman's dream. And even though Dallas is going to have to punt, Rafferty is all smiles as he heads back to the sideline. So Green Bay is forced to 3 and out. And in comes Danny White to punt it again on 4th and 11. He stands on his 21, gets it away. By the sideline, the right near side sideline, taken at the 21 and tackled at the 30. Bethea with the tackle. Steve Odom was the one that had it. The computer's trying to tell me it was a touchdown, but he stepped out of bounds. I've yet to have a return for a touchdown. Anyhow, gain of 11. Green Bay starts this drive from their own 30. Steve Odom comes in as the other wide receiver. Middleton off tackle to the right. Dallas anticipates that. Middleton gets a little seam. Stalls who seems to be everywhere, makes the tackle after a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 for Green Bay. Odom on a short cross. Whitehurst to throw it. Dallas blitzes. Odom has it for a first down across the 40. He gets to midfield. Benny Barnes makes the tackle at the 49, a gain of 15. So 1st and 10 for the Packers at their own 49, under 7 to go here in the first quarter. Middleton on a pitch to the left. He gets across midfield, gets a good block, gets it to the 45-yard line before Too Tall Jones makes the tackle. And it'll be 2nd and 4 for Green Bay. Chilly day here in northern Wisconsin. 43 degrees, winds going at 5 to 15. Smith trap left. 2nd and 4, and Dallas had that one sniffed right out as Randy White makes his 2nd tackle of the game. So Barty Smith, 2 carries, 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 4 for Green Bay from the Dallas 45. Rich McGeorge on a medium slant. Whitehurst with the blitz has time. He finds McGeorge at the 40. McGeorge tackled by a gangle of players, but Cliff Harris will get credit for the tackle at the Dallas 35. 1st and 10, 5:04, clock running, first quarter. Middleton, pitch to the near side. Across the 35, gets a couple yards before Bob Bruning makes the stop after a gain of 3. So Middleton, 5 carries for 18 yards early. 2nd and 7 from the Dallas 32. And Middleton says, I need a breather. Jim Colbreth comes in. Short flat to Barney Smith on 2nd down. Whitehurst finds him. Gets across the 30. First down and more before Cliff Harris knocks him out at the 22. 1st and 10. So that works. Packers and Cowboys, no score. Green Bay wins. They have first place themselves in the NFC Central. Smith off tackle left. And he gets it to the line. Now they give him a yard. Bob Bruning with a stop. So 3 carries for Smith for 3 yards. McGeorge wants a breather. So Paul Coffin is purely as a blocking back. 2nd and 9 for Green Bay at the Dallas 21. Colbreth on a trap to the right. And Dallas sniffed that one. Again, Stalls. Stalls has 4 tackles. He's got 2 sacks and 4 tackles. And he comes out. No, he's still in the game, pardon me. So 3rd and 10 for Green Bay from the Dallas 22. From Chester Markall, if you're wondering about a field goal, now Green Bay's into the wind. It's about 10 miles an hour. It's a coin flip. How you doing, OG? So Lofton, medium slant. Whitehurst has time. He looks. He checks down, but Colbreth couldn't hang on to it. And we're going to check to see how Mr. Markall will do. So Colbreth dropped it. No, but it seems really loud today. How loud is it to you? I turned on the volume. Markall from the 22 of Dallas. It'll be Beverly, the punter, will hold. And McCarron will snap. And the kick is up. It's drifting right. And it is no good. Ooh, with some reverb. All right, let me see what I can do here. The field goal was no good. 2:10 to go, first quarter. We'll be back right after this. Why is this reverbing so badly? Why are we reverbing so badly? Let's try that. Testing 1, 2. Here we go. All right, how's that? Dallas football at their own 22. No score, 2:10 to go first quarter. It's the same mic I've used all along, but I changed to the default one that came with the computer. I was using the webcam mic. I'll play with that later. All right, so, okay, thank you. Sorry about that, folks. Didn't mean to do that to you. No wonder why no one watched a lot yesterday. So Dorsett and Newhouse, no score, 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. They've got no yards on the ground on 4 carries. This will be, as our good friend Al says, I believe, a defensive slob knocker. Dorsett says, pitch it to me on the right. Staubach says, okay. And Green Bay says, sure. In fact, they force a fumble, and Roller picks it up for Green Bay. How about that? So they get it right back to where they missed the field goal from the 22. 1st and 10 for the Packers. Lofton on a medium cross. Whitehurst looks around, and he finds Lofton for a first down there, and Kyle makes the tackle, a gain of 12, and it's 1st and goal from the Dallas 10. Barney Smith, pitch to the right on 1st and 10, and Dallas says, oh, sure. So Jethro Pugh is available. He comes back, but his replacement, 2 sacks and 2 tackles beyond that. So Green Bay has tried 10 rushes for 17 yards. Turdell Middleton, the NFC's leading rusher, comes back in on 2nd and goal from the 13. Two tight end set. McGeorge back in with Kaufman. Dive to Middleton is the call. See if they can get him some room, and Middleton gets it right back to the 9-yard line. So it's 3rd and 9. 3rd and goal from the 9. So Kaufman is the tight end. Lofton, Thompson, and Odom. Audra Thompson is back ready. Let's see what we can run here for the Packers. This would be a 64% chance for Mark Hall. Clock running. Short cross to Thompson. Whitehurst looks, throws, and he and Thompson were on the same page. So Mark Hall comes out for a 2nd field goal attempt. But this one, it's a lot better chance. 28 seconds to go first quarter. Mark Hall, kick is up, and that one is shanked. That one is shanked, and the Cowboys survive the turnover. 25 seconds left, and there's no score. Dallas and Green Bay. Dorsett from the 20 on a trap to the left, and he finds some seam before Ezra Johnson makes the stop. And at the end of Dallas nothing, Green Bay nothing. So the Cowboys had 8 net yards in the first quarter to Green Bay's 69. But the scoreboard says matching zeros. And if you missed the opening, this game was supposed to be in Milwaukee. Dallas a 7-point favorite. In real life, they are a 3-point favorite here. And if Green Bay can win this game, they'll have first place in the NFC Central all to themselves. at 7-4, which would match their real-life record. I don't remember that. The Cowboys were 7 and Cowboys won this game in real life 42-14. Thanks to a 149-yard effort by Mr. Dorsett. Tony's going to have to improve to get that. He'll get this one on the run, and Green Bay stops him. Hunt on the tackle. And OG, if you're watching, you don't want to, if you're reading the screen, you don't want to say that name too fast. The Packers tackler. 3rd and 6. The kid in me giggles with that. Short hitch to Tony Hill on 3rd and 6 from the 24. Staubach rolls, dumps it over to Newhouse. Newhouse reaches for a first down. He's got it. No, he doesn't. He's just short. John Anderson with the tackle. It's amazing how he could play for the Packers 1 minute and run for president in 2 years the next. Yeah. So it'll be 4th and inches for Dallas on their own 30, and I think they're going to go for it. Triple tight end set. Staubach says, yeah, gimme. And he waits for those blockers, and he's got the first down. Butler with the tackle, but it was late. So Mike Butler with 3 tackles, and 1st and 10 from the Cowboys now from their own 31. Green Bay's defense has been impressive. 8 carries for Dallas for 5 yards. Newhouse off tackle right from the 31, and he gets a little bit around the corner. A gain of 4 before Gary Weaver makes the stop. So tomorrow, Denver and Cleveland from Cleveland. And then we're going to do something weird next week. We're only going to have one live game. We're going to do Miami and Houston, which was Earl Campbell's coming out party on Monday Night Football and Bob Greasy. And then somehow I'm going to tape 2 games between Tuesday and Wednesday. And on Thanksgiving, you're going to get the doubleheader. It'll be on tape. It won't be live. But on Thanksgiving, if you're bored and rather watch 1978 football, we have 2 games with meeting. Denver and Detroit, and Dallas and Washington. So a doubleheader for you on tape Thanksgiving Day, Week 13, right here on Retro Sports Network. 2nd and 6. Dorsett on a trap to the right. And he gets hit by Anderson after a gain of 3. So 7 carries for Dorsett, and they've held him to 3 yards. 3rd and 3. Dorsett, short flat. Staubach waits. Dorsett has it. Can he get a first down? He can. He gets across the 45. He gets it to midfield. Weaver shoves him out shortly before that. And so 1st and 10 from the Cowboys 49, a fresh set for them. And if you're bored tonight about 8 o'clock, my good friend Ricky Keeler joins me on the Ron Juckett Show. So 2 videos today as well. So that's all the self-promotion I have for you. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys on their own 49. Medium slant to Drew Pearson. Staubach is rushed. He flips down to Dorsett, incomplete. 2nd and 10 for Dallas. Newhouse on a pitch to the near side from their own 49. Gets it across the line of scrimmage. Butler makes a tackle after a gain of 2. And so you could see why Green Bay is 6-4. This Dallas running game is usually lethal. In fact, both Dorsett and Newhouse were over 100 yards in this real game. But that's why we replay these games, because you just never know. Johnson comes in as the 3rd receiver. Preston Pearson on a short flat. Staubach to the far side. Pearson has it. Crosses midfield. First down inside the 40. A gain of 10 before Steve Luke makes the tackle at the Green Bay 39. Preston Pearson, by the way, was Dallas's leading receiver in the game. He had 5 catches for 35 yards. They'll stay 3 wide. The give is to Pearson on a trap to the right side, and he has some good room. Buchanan makes the stop after a gain of 7. 2nd and 3 for Dallas. From the Green Bay 32, Dorsett and Newhouse come back in. And Dorsett will Packer sweep it to the left. And, well, maybe not a Packer sweep. They recognize that lineup. They keyed him, and Ezra Johnson as his 5th tackle. So again, the Cowboys are 2 for 5 on 3rd down. And if you're wondering about Septien, Dallas is going into the wind here in the 2nd quarter. They're working it left to right. In their white tops and silver helmets and gray and pants. Green Bay, yellow helmets, green jerseys, yellow pants. 3rd and 3. 2 tight end sets. Smith joins Dupree. This time it's Newhouse. Trap to the right on 3rd down and long. And Newhouse finds his blocking, and he gets it. He barely got it, but he did. A gain of 3. John Anderson with the tackle. And with under 8 to go, Dallas has a fresh set from the 29-yard line. Long cross to Tony Hill. Staubach waits, is rushed. He waits. He dumps it down to Newhouse, 25-20, and he gets a first down. No, he doesn't. It's a gain of 9 3/4, but not 10. And it'll go down as 10 on the stat sheet, but not 10 on the measurement. So 2 catches for Newhouse for 16 yards, and that's Anderson's 4th tackle. Dorsett on the dive from the 19, and he gets the first down and more. Moves his legs. Butler makes the tackle at the 15. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. Another set. 6:54 to go in the half. A quick game and a scoreless one. Billy Joe Dupree on a short slant. Green Bay blitzes. And Dupree has it at the 8 and won't get anything after the catch. As Steve Luke, who is not your father, wow, they doubled Dupree and blitz 3, and Staubach threaded the needle. How? That is crazy. That is crazy. 2nd and 2 from the Green Bay 7. Newhouse on the dive. We need 2, and Newhouse is going to give him 6. How about that? Up the gut. They got a block. 17 plays, 80 yards, and 9:51 off the clock. And it's the Cowboys that draw first blood, 6-0. Septien's kick is up and true. And so 5:34 to go in the half. We'll see how Green Bay responds. It's 7-0 Dallas. Septien kicks this one away. Taken at the 4. 10, 20, 30. Dennis Thurman makes the tackle at the 31. It's Steve Odom, the 3rd receiver, who made the nice return. So Middleton and Smith, Lofton and Odom still, and Kaufman, the tight end. Middleton on a short flat. Whitehurst waits. Middleton has it behind the line of scrimmage. He gets to the 35 before Bob Bruning can make the tackle. Actually, at the 39. They got 8 on him. A good call. So Middleton, 6 carries for 22 and 1 catch for 8 yards. Whitehurst is 6 for 8 for 67. And Green Bay will audible here. Short flat to Barty Smith. And Smith has it. Now, can he get a first down? Yes, he does. Across the 40, midfield, Dallas territory. Kyle knocks him out at the Cowboy 44. A gain of 17. So that works for for Green Bay, and so Whitehurst turns a busted play. They made lemonade out of lemons. Middleton on literally a Packer sweep to the left from the 44, and the Cowboys go, nope. Randy White read it all the way, and it's a loss of 2. 2nd down and 12 for Green Bay. Under 4 minutes to go. They go trap right to Middleton on 2nd and long, and he gets across the 45 before Harvey Martin tackles him at the 41. So under 3 minutes to go. 8 carries for 25 yards for Middleton. 3rd and 7. Middleton stays in the game as we go 3 wide. Audra Thompson is the other wide receiver. Short hitch to Lofton is the call. Whitehurst throws quickly, and Aaron Kyle picks it off. 45-50 into Packer territory they go. That's his 3rd of the year, and it's a return of 21 for Aaron Kyle. And so it's 1st and 10 for Dallas on the Green Bay 45. Really? Okay, so Landry's going to go, well, let's try a long out to Dorsett. He's got an 11.4% chance of taking this to the house. Dallas wants a one-play drive. Staubach waits, has time. He throws it down to Dorsett inside the 30 to the 20, 15. That was the right call. 10, 5, 6. Touchdown, Tony Dorsett. A 45-yard touchdown pass. You wouldn't think that the bomb to the running back would be the right call, but he had an 11% chance of making this touchdown, and he scores. So Septien with a kick, and that's good. With 2:21 to go in the half, it is Dallas 14, Green Bay nothing. Septien's kick will be fielded by Odom at the 1. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And Septien is the one that makes the tackle at the 43-yard line. So good field position from Green Bay. They have the wind, and they'll have the football to start the second half. Odom on a medium slant. 2:14 to go. Whitehurst waits, and he finds Odom across midfield. Benny Barnes makes a tackle at the 40-yard line. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. You know, David Whitehurst is 8 for 11 for 101 yards. 1st and 10, a fresh set from Green Bay from the Dallas 40. Middleton on a pitch left, but there's a flag down.
Start. Offense, number 57.
And go forth, penalty, go backward.
Repeat, 1st down.
Not what the Packers wanted. There's still 2 minutes to go, and they're still in Dallas territory. And they'll give it Middleton on a pitch to the far side from the 45, and he gets nothing. Martin will make the tackle. A quick huddle. Short hitch to Kaufman, and that's incomplete. So clock stops a minute 31. 3rd and 15. So the Packers got the great return and are in the process of not being able to do anything with it. Rich McGeorge comes back in the game. Audra Thompson on the medium hitch. Whitehurst has time, and that was not a good throw. That was off the back of his foot, and Barnes defended that one well, so Green Bay will punt. They're going to punt it deep. Beverly, they're going to take their chances and see if they can knock Dallas short. It will roll in for a touchback. So with a minute 20 to go, it is Dallas 14, Green Bay nothing. I think Dallas is just content to bring it to the house at this point. Scott Laidlaw comes in for Tony Dorsett. He'll go off tackle right. And he actually gets a first down. There's a flag down, though. That's going to be holding on Dallas, I would think.
Holding offense. Number 89.
On the tight end. So Auntie Claire and her voyance called that one, and Tom Landry shoots Billy Joe Dupree some daggers from the sidelines. But after the scoring jam was broken, it's been all Dallas on the scoreboard. Laidlaw on the draw from the 10, and he gets it out there to the original line of scrimmage. It's a gain of 10. And with 57 seconds left, Dallas will not stop it. Green Bay will get the football. Newhouse on a trap to the right, and he motors it to the 24, and that will be the end of the first half. After 2 quarters, it's going to be Green Bay football. The Cowboys lead the game 14-0. And so here's the team box if you're watching. Both teams have 7 first downs. Dallas has run it 18 times for 49 yards. Green Bay has played well, I think, all things considered. They had a couple sacks early. Chester Marcall 2 missed field goals. But they have played with Dallas. The second touchdown for Dallas coming on the 1 turnover and a 1-play drive. Individual stats. Middleton, by the way, is the NFC's leading rusher, and with a good second half could actually pass Earl Campbell, who ran for 100 yesterday. So, for those of you just joining us, if Green Bay wins, they go to 7-4, and they will have first place in the NFC Central all to themselves. In fact, if they win the NFC Central, they'll probably host the divisional game because Atlanta is in first place in the NFC West at 5-6. Dallas, well, they're not going anywhere in the playoffs. They are staying home. They win, they go 10-1. So Green Bay will return. Odom will return. Deceptian will take it. And then we'll tell you about the big surprise here in Week 11. Odom at the 9 to the 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Another huge return for Steve Odom. And Brown makes a tackle right at midfield. So let's see what the Packers can do. So here's the big surprise before I figure out a play for Mr. Whitehurst. Pittsburgh and the Rams tied. So the Rams are 4-6-1, and Pittsburgh is 8-2-1. Cleveland is already 8-2. They lose. We'll see Cleveland tomorrow against Denver. That's the big one, is that Pittsburgh keeps blowing their chances to take the divisional lead. Lofton on a medium slant. Green Bay with the win here in the third. Whitehurst looks. He's deflected by Kyle, and Charlie Waters intercepts it down at the 32-yard line. They didn't blitz. They play a normal man-to-man. And Waters got a piece of it. So Green Bay, they're in a position where they can't make a lot of mistakes. And that qualifies as a big one. So Dorsett back in the game with Newhouse. Off tackle run to the right for Tony from their own 32. And Green Bay stops that one after a gain of 2. Spot that at the 34. 2nd and 8 for Dallas. Now the Green Bay defense needs to do their part. Newhouse, sweep left. And he gets some room, but Ezra Johnson makes the tackle at the 36. A gain of 2. And nobody does the Packers sweep better than the Green Bay Packers, or at least stops it. Opening minute, 3rd and 6 here for Dallas from their own 36. Hill on a medium slant. Green Bay blitzes. Staubach sees it. Gonna run. 1st down and more. 45 midfield. Before Gray, Johnny Gray, the free safety, makes the tackle. You know who threw that block for Staubach to get 14? Tony Dorsett. That's maturity for a young player. The 2nd-year Heisman Trophy winner out of Pitt. Helps the 1963 Heisman Trophy winner from Navy get a 1st down. Dorsett sweep to the right. And he gets across midfield and he gets a good run before Anderson makes the tackle after a gain of 7. So Dorsett has struggled. 11 carries for 16 yards. That might be his long of the day at 7. And John Anderson has made his 7th tackle. 2nd and 3 for Dallas. Opening drive for the Cowboys here in the 3rd quarter. Newhouse on the dive. And he keeps his legs moving. Johnson with a tackle, but it's a gain of 2. They needed 3 from the Green Bay 41. Dupree on a short slant. Staubach waits, and that's incomplete. Wanted Dorsett, wasn't going to get him. And Staubach just kind of goes, so now what? And Landry, they're into the wind. They can pin Green Bay back deep. And that's what they're going to do. Sideline punt from Danny White. And that is a good one. That's going to go out of bounds about where they measure it. There's a flag down. No, they pick up the flag. Never, you didn't see that. Goes out of bounds at the 8. So it's a good 33-yard punt, and Green Bay is pinned back at their own 8-yard line. Now remember, this game was in Milwaukee and not Green Bay. So I'm trying to think of how what you'd be seeing would be towards center field. And of course, the end zone on the left would be where the infield was. They played 2. If you're not old enough to remember them playing in Green Bay, or Milwaukee, the Packers would play 1 exhibition game and 2 regular season games for years in Milwaukee. I believe that stopped in '94. In fact, today, if you buy a package of Packer tickets, don't say that 5 times fast, there is a gold package for those who had tickets when they played those pair of games in Milwaukee. Odom on a short out on 1st and 10. Whitehurst waits. And Odom has it at the 15. Immediately tackled by Benny Barnes after a gain of 8. Shoved him out of bounds. 2nd and 2 from the 16. Middleton off tackle left. Packers want points here, but they won't get any yards as Bob Bruning stones him. They were looking for Middleton, and by God, they got him. So 3rd and short for Green Bay. And they'll bring in McGeorge and Kaufman to block. Then Middleton will go on a trap to the right side. And he keeps his legs moving. Harvey Martin makes the tackle, but not before Middleton got the 1st down. 1st and 10 from the Green Bay 18. Lofton on a medium cross. Whitehurst has time, and Kyle got a piece of it. He nearly picked it off. He throws his hands on his thighs, and Green Bay says thank you. Middleton, trap right from the 18 to the 20. Katie Lewis makes a tackle after a gain of 5. So Whitehurst and the Packers are 3 for 8 on 3rd down. And Lofton on a medium slant on 3rd and 5. Whitehurst again. He waits. He throws into double coverage and overthrows Lofton. And so Green Bay's going to have to punt. They're going to have to get something going on offense. Middleton can't beat Dallas on his own, and I'm not sure David Whitehurst is the guy that can do that either. When they get Lynn Dickey in a couple years, the Packers were a decent team, but you are asking a lot to get 14 on this defense. David Beverly will punt with the wind. He stands on his 8. Gets it away. It's a short punt, though. High and off the toe. Taken at the 47, and Johnson will be knocked down at the 48. So it's a 2-yard return. 1st and 10 for Dallas. They lead at 14-0. 8:42 in the third quarter. Staubach, 7 for 10 for 94. Whitehurst, 9 for 17 for 109. Dorsett, trap right from midfield. And nope, Green Bay says And Mr. Butler makes his 6th tackle of the game. And they'll try a medium fly to Drew Pearson on 2nd down. Staubach has time, throws. Oh, Pearson had it, and he dropped it. It was on his fingers, and McCoy made contact, and Pearson couldn't hold on. So the Cowboys have it 3rd and long. And it's a screen to Dorsett. Where's Preston Pearson? Dorsett catches it at his own 45, and he loses a yard. Or no gain. Anderson with it. So it's 3 and out for the Cowboys. The Packers defense does their job. And Danny White is back to punt into the wind. He stands at his own 33. Punt is away, and that's off the side of his foot. Green Bay blips Odom at the 20 to the 23. So from the 18 to the 23, a gain of 5, and Cooper makes the stop. So 7-11, thank heaven, it's a lucky number for Green Bay. They trail Dallas 14-0 here in the third quarter. Trap right to Middleton. And Dallas sniffed that one out. And Lofton is shaken up, but he'll stay in the game. Benny Barnes with the tackle is 4th. Green Bay's going to get something going. Barty Smith on a sweep to the right, and he gets nothing. D.D. Lewis. They wanted Middleton to get the ball, but they said, we'll take you instead. And so Green Bay, 19 carries for 32 yards. And Dallas is telling David Whitehurst, beat us. Medium hitch to Lofton. Dallas will blitz. Flag down. And that was nearly intercepted.
Encroachment defense. Number 79.
Kyle made the leap, but Harvey Martin made contact before the snap. And so it's 3rd and 4 for Green Bay from their own 29. Terdell Middleton, trap left. And nope, Dallas is just not going to do anything. I mean, George gets hurt, the tight end. His return is probable, so Paul Kaufman will fill in again. But Green Bay will punt from their 31, 4th and 2. 5:34 to go, third quarter. Beverly from his own 16, and he got all of this one. He got all of this one. Oh, you could hear that hit his foot. It's a 48-yard punt. And Dallas starts from their own 21. 5:28 third quarter. Dallas 14, Green Bay nothing. So Staubach, Dorsett, and Newhouse with Hill and Pearson. Dorsett on a sweep to the left. And he's got a little bit of room, but not much. Ezra Johnson makes a tackle at the 22. Always looks like that from there that they're going to get like 5 or 6 yards. And nope, nothing. so Green Bay, the defense has done what it's had to do. It's given up, let Staubach throw well, but it's all been dinks and dunks, except for that 145-yard pass to Dorsett. Except for in that case, that was a touchdown. Speaking of short passes, here's a short slant to Hill, and Staubach is going to be taken down from behind by Butler. First time that Green Bay's gotten to Staubach this afternoon, and it'll be 3rd and long from the Dallas 18. Preston Pearson comes back in as the receiver, and he'll split out wide. Shotgun formation. Short slant to Pearson. To Preston Pearson. Flag down. Pearson has it at the 25. He won't get the first down. It's a gain of 8.
Encroachment defense.
But Butler,
5-yard penalty.
the defensive end, made contact early, and so it's 3rd and 8. You can't make things easier for the Cowboys. But this has been, all things considered, a clean game. Both teams combined have 4 penalties, and there's 4:04 to go in the 3rd. Pearson will sit back with Staubach this time. And Johnson goes out for the short slant. Staubach is protected. Has time, finds Hill instead, and Buchanan will make the tackle. He's just short. But John Anderson, who has made 8 tackles on the game, is out. That's who you saw leaving the game. And so 4th and inches for Dallas from their own 31. They're not going to take any chances. Hill got 8. That's his first catch of the day, believe it or not. He needed 8.5. And White will punt it. Taken at the 28 by Green Bay to the 40. Odom, 11-yard return. They'll spot it at the 38. Dennis Thurman with the tackle. If you like what you're seeing, hit subscribe. We do this at least a couple days a week. Tomorrow, the group seems to love the Cleveland Browns, and they are in the hunt to win the AFC Central. They'll play the Denver Broncos tomorrow at noon on Retro Sports Network. So from the 38, David Whitehurst sets up again. Dallas has stopped the run. And so if they're going to win, they're going to have to get the pass going. But Whitehurst is an okay quarterback at best. And in the NFC Central, okay will win you games. Short cross to, nope, Whitehurst bobbles the snap, and Henderson knocked him down by the leg. McGeorge is back, so at least Green Bay has a real tight end. So Thomas Henderson with a sack, and Whitehurst goes down for the 3rd time this afternoon. Middleton, trap left. And Middleton is tackled by Randy White. He gets 2. It's a gain of 11. They've given Middleton all sorts of opportunities, but nothing has come of it. And Green Bay is 3 for 11 on 3rd down, and they are in a world of hurt here on 3rd and 11. Medium hitch to Lofton. Dallas will blitz. Throw. Lofton has it. First down at midfield. They convert it. Charlie Harris makes the tackle after a gain of 18. Last week, Green Bay played the Eagles, and Whitehurst went 17 of 25 for 251 and 2 scores. I take that back about not being able to play well. How you doing, Max? Good to have you here. So Green Bay 1st and 10 from the Dallas 45. Sweep right to Barty Smith. And nope, not even close. Jethro Pugh knocks him down after a loss of 4. And so if you want to talk about bad days, Barty Smith has 6 carries, and he's lost 4 yards. Under just about a minute to go here in this 3rd quarter. Green Bay will be into the win in the 4th. This game would be closer, but Chester Markall missed 2 first-quarter field goals, and instead of it being 14-6, the Packers have a bagel. Short, flat pass to Barney Smith. Whitehurst finds him behind the 50, across the line of scrimmage to the 40, and Hughes makes the stop after a gain of 9. That's Randy's first tackle. And with 54 seconds and the clock running, it'll be 3rd and 5 for Green Bay. McGeorge on a medium slant. Dallas blitzes. McGeorge has a first down to the 30. Harris makes the tackle after a gain of 11. Too Tall Jones, by the way, got a hand on that, and it was still caught. So another first down for Green Bay. At the end of 3, it is Dallas 14, Green Bay nothing. And the Packers start this drive, or start the quarter from the Dallas 29. 6 plays, 33 yards. Middleton on a trap to the right, and he actually got some daylight there. A gain of 5. 2nd down from the 24. They need 5. Thompson in for Odom. Thompson is the starting wide receiver. Middleton on a pitch to the near side. Let's see if Green Bay can block. That's been their problem, but he gets 4, and so it's at the 20, and we're up to now to a 50-50 chance here for Markall if they can't convert. Whitehurst mulls things over, and I don't want it. So it'll be Barney Smith on a fullback dive. They just want the yard. They don't care about anything else more than that. However, they'll take it as he gets inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. To the 6, Kyle makes the tackle. Charlie Harris missed the tackle. He had the first down, but that's got to feel good. Larry McCarron, the center, is responsible for that big hole, and the Packers have their best field position of the game at the Dallas 6, 1st and goal. 2 tight end set. Middleton. Pitch left to the near side on 1st down, and he waits for his blocks, and he's going to score. That's his 11th touchdown of the year. Green Bay is on the board. And so here comes Markall. Boy, he's a straight-ahead kicker, and he's not very good. They're kicking into the wind. It's an extra point, but we're talking about the wind on an extra point. He's an old-fashioned straight-ahead kicker. It is up, and it is good. And with 12:44 to play in the game, it is Dallas 14, Green Bay 7. We got ourselves a football game, folks. So Johnson is the return man for Dallas at the 8. Brinson and Blackwell are the upmen. Markall is ready. He gets a foot on it. Dallas has the win, and of course they have Raphael Septien taking it to 5. 20, 25, 30, 36-yard line. Chesley with a stop, and Butch Johnson with a 31-yard return. Good field position for the Cowboys at their own 36. So Dorsett comes back in. 1st and 10. Dorsett and Newhouse, the running backs. Hill and Pearson, the wide receivers, and Billy Joe Dupree, the tight end. Tony Hill's only had 1 catch today. Let's change that. Medium out to Hill. Staubach is protected. He's looking. He throws. Hill has it by midfield. He gets into Green Bay territory. It's a 1st down before Buchanan makes a tackle, a gain of 20. And now Staubach is 10 for 14 for 122 yards. And now they can kind of settle in and do what they want. Dorsett off tackle left. And Green Bay doesn't like what they see, and they call time. 2 out, 2 timeouts left. I am doing just fine, Max. Thanks for being with us this afternoon. Go Packers, he says. You know what? David Whitehurst has kept them in the game. Turdell Middleton is actually, I think, finally was passed by Earl Campbell, but Green Bay is in first place in the division by on the run. And, you know, you've seen Dallas in this replay. They are just indubitably the best team in this replay. And Green Bay is within a shout. Dorsett sweep to the right. They keyed on him the last time. And they'll key on him again. And Jim Gueno, knocks him down after a loss of 4. So 2nd and 14 for the Cowboys from the Green Bay 48. Newhouse trap left, but there's a flag down.
Start. Offense. Number 64.
And Rafferty
Penalty. Repeat. Second
makes
down.
the false start. That's the appropriate look. And so it's 2nd and 19, and the Green Bay crowd starts to get excited. Screen to Dorsett. Staubach waits. He finds Tony. 45-50, 45 to the 42 before Michael Hunt makes the tackle. And it'll be 3rd and 8 for the Cowboys. So Dorsett has done his damage on the air. 4 catches for 67 yards. They need 8. Short hitch to Billy Joe Dupree is the call. And that is deflected by Gueno. There's a flag down.
Pass interference. Defense.
Oh, Luke.
Automatic. First down.
Luke made contact with Dupree, and that's pass interference. Gueno was all over him, too. Dupree wanted the flag. They charged it to Luke, but it really was Gueno. In any event, 1st and 10 for Dallas from the Green Bay 33. 11-12 to go. Dorsett off tackle right. And he gets across the 30, 25, first down. Gueno with a tackle at the 23-yard line. Gueno was the right outside linebacker. He did not start the game. And Dallas is picking on him. Under 11 to go. 1st and 10, Green Bay 23. Medium slant to Drew Pearson. Green Bay blitzes. Staubach waits. Dumps it down to Newhouse at the 20. Gets a first down. Gets it inside the 10. It's a gain of 14 before Gary Weaver makes the hit at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal for Dallas. And they're knocking on the door again. Dorsett pitched to the far side. From the 9 to the 5, and that's 6. That's the easiest touchdown you're ever going to find. John Fitzgerald, the center, set up the blocking, and even I could have scored on that. And here comes the extra point. It is up. It is good. So with 9:38 in the 4th quarter, Dallas 21, Green Bay 7. And Septien's kick is taken by Odom at the goal line. 10, 20. He's had a bunch of good returns today. This one will be 1 of 24, and they knock him down at the 25. 9:34, 4th quarter. Green Bay needs help. Medium slant to Lofton on first down. Whitehurst looks, he throws, and Kyle got a piece of that. And so they're just timing Whitehurst now. Middleton off tackle to the right. And he got 7 there. Middleton got behind Stokes and punched it forward for 7. 3rd and 3 for Green Bay from their own 32. And they'll pitch it to the right this time for Middleton, hoping to get outside the Cowboy defense, and he does. He gets it to the 40. 41-yard line, a gain of 9. So 1st and 10 for Green Bay on their own 41. 8 minutes to go in the football game. Green Bay needs 2 scores. Barney Smith, short pass in the flat. Whitehurst can't find him. Incomplete. Dallas was looking for Middleton on the run and did not get it. Clock stops. 7:55 to go. Middleton, sweep to the near side for Green Bay. Gets nothing. Jones, no gain. That's his 4th tackle. And it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Packers. They go 3 wide. Lofton, Odom, and Thompson with McGeorge, the tight end. Let's see what Odom can do. They need 10. Medium cross to Odom, the 3rd receiver. Dallas blitzes. Whitehurst looking. Nope. Try to Middleton and can't catch it. Dallas had good coverage. They faked a blitz. They doubled Lofton, and Too Tall Jones hurried the pass. So that's not what Green Bay needs. But they're not going to go for it in 4th and 10. Too early to do that. With the win or into the win, they'll punt. And David Beverly has the honors. He stands at his 26. Oh, that's a terrible punt. Taken by Dallas at the 30-yard line. It rolls dead. It's a 29 is where they'll spot it. A 30-yard punt. And that's not what Green Bay needed. Their defense has got to do something, and they've got to do it on this series, or their game is done. And the Cowboys will go to 10-1 with a 3-game lead with 5 to go, as the Giants have beaten the Redskins. Dorsett, sweep right. From the 29, he gets room. He gets it out to the 35 before Butler knocks him down after a gain of 6. So yardage-wise, this has not been a good game. 2nd and 4. Dorsett 17 carries for 38 yards. Hill on a medium slant. Green Bay blitzes. Staubach waits. He looks. He finds Dorsett for a 1st down across the 40. Weaver with the tackle. It's a gain of 8. And the Dallas has a fresh set at the 43. At their own 43. Under 6 to go. Drew Pearson on a medium hitch. Staubach waits, and he finds Pearson across midfield. 1st down, 40, 35-yard line. McCoy with a tackle after a gain of 22. So 1st and 10, under 5 minutes. Dallas, Green Bay didn't make that many mistakes, but the ones they did, Dallas is punishing them, and it shows. Newhouse off tackle left, under 5 to go from the 35. Cross the 30. Ezra Johnson knocks him down after a gain of 8. And it's looking pretty grim here in Milwaukee for the Packers. Dorsett trap right on 2nd and 2 from the 27. A 1st down. Butler makes the tackle, but give Dallas a fresh set of downs. 5 plays, 48 yards in 3 minutes and 13 seconds. 18 carries for Dorsett for 42. He had 23 in the real game for $149 and 2 scores. Newhouse ran for 100 as well. Green Bay has done a lot better than holding Dallas to 110 yards on 31 carries, but Dallas is just not going to make mistakes. Newhouse on a sweep to the right on 1st and 10. Cross the 20, inside the 15. 1st down, inside the 10. Gueno marks it down at the 9. It's a gain of 14, and Newhouse has 10 carries for 50 yards. So 1st and goal for the Cowboys from the 9, and under 3 minutes. And now Dallas will start to eat some clock. Dorsett trap left to the 6. Gain of 3. Johnson with his 10th tackle. And Dallas will take it to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and goal from the 6. Cowboys finally at 300 yards. Dorsett, trap right. And Green Bay gets nothing. Do they take timeout? Yes, they do. So 3rd and goal, they're at least going to force Dallas to pass here from the 7. And it's going to be a short cross to Dupree. Staubach waits, throws. Dupree has it, and another touchdown. So Dallas, at the end, this was one-sided. Dupree, 2 catches for 15 yards and a score. But it wasn't that way at the start or even at the half. Septien will tack on the extra point, and it's 28-7 Dallas. Tonight, at 8 o'clock, the Ron Juckett Show. Special guest tonight, Ricky Keeler. My good buddy. Ricky's going to talk Yankees, his own career, writing for the Nationals, and whatever else is on his mind. 8 o'clock, tell your friends, on Retro Sports Network. And tomorrow, Cleveland will host Denver. That's a big one. Cleveland with a win could go to 9-2. If you did not hear earlier, Pittsburgh and the Rams tied, so Pittsburgh falls to 8-2-1. Minute 47 left here in Milwaukee. Kick is taken by Odom at the goal line. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hegman with a stop for Dallas at the 33. So Odom has had a good game. Hasn't really come up with anything. And Turdell Middleton for the Packers, 21 for 68 and a touchdown. 1st and 10, short pass in the flat to him. Minute 41 left. He's got it. And he's tackled immediately behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. And that'll do it. Green Bay is going to say, that's enough. Marty Smith on the dive. And he actually finds some room. He gets a 1st down and more. He gets it to midfield. Brewing, it's a gain of 21. And that's his longest run of the year. Minute 38, no. 47 seconds left. Green Bay will stop it. Why not? At least get something on the board. Lofton. Short hitch. Whitehurst throws. Lofton has it. And tackled immediately by Thurman after a gain of 7. They can't stop it. They'll go hurry up. 2nd and 3. Screen to Middleton from the Dallas 42. Whitehurst throws. Middleton has it, but he's tackled well behind the line, and Lewis knocks it loose. Dallas recovers, and it's academic now. The final score is going to be Dallas 28, Green Bay 7. Staubach just will fall on it. He can't do a Pistarchik here. They're up by 17 scores. And that's it. 4-yard gain. And that runs out the clock. The Dallas Cowboys. Oh, Tony's on the phone. Didn't realize. Oh, did I tell your laptop the other day? Watch it on the phone. That's why I have the chat the way I do. So you can watch on your phone and not miss a thing, because we like to go back and forth in these games. So good to see you, Tony. Sorry your laptop's out of commission. You caught the end of it here. Dallas at the end was comfortable. But the first half was rocky for them. They're going to win this 28-7. And let's go through the box score. They never really laid a hand on Staubach, just the 1 sack. 15 of 19 for $184. Newhouse and Dorsett, they just did what they're supposed to do. Dorsett did not have a good game. But he scored a touchdown. He scored 2. He scored a 45-yard touchdown pass, too. He was actually their leading receiver at 5 catches for 75. Whitehurst did okay. It wasn't great, but he did okay. 15 for 26 for 148. Green Bay really no match for Dallas. They're now in a 3-way tie. with Chicago and Detroit. Bob Bruning, the leading tackler for Dallas, was 7. Ezra Johnson had 10 for Green Bay. Team stats, it doesn't look that bad for Green Bay. They just could not score. 2 missed field goals. I'm not sure they were going to beat Dallas anyway, but it was not as bad as it looked on the scoreboard for Green Bay. And the scoring, Newhouse a 7-yard run with 5:34 to go in the half to make it 7-0. Then following the Green Bay turnover, Staubach hit Dorsett on a one-play drive. Had 11% chance of scoring, and that's better than none. Green Bay cut it to 7, 14-7 in the fourth quarter. Middleton on a 6-yard run, but that was it. Dorsett with a 9-yard run put it out of reach, and Staubach hit Dupree with under 2 minutes to go to make it a garbage time game. All right, before you go, here are the up-to-the-minute standings. Denver and Cleveland tomorrow. Green Bay is technically in first place. Detroit and Chicago are tied. Dallas goes to 10-1. They've got to have clinched a playoff spot by now. Atlanta's 5-6. Green Bay has a good chance, or whoever gets out of the Central has a good chance to make it to the conference championship, because they're going to play Atlanta, and Atlanta isn't very good. Detroit, actually, well, that'd be interesting. New England goes to 9-2. They have a 3-game lead with 5 to go. Cleveland and Denver, you'll see tomorrow. Ricky Keeler is with me tonight at 8 o'clock. I'm Ron Juckett. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like and subscribe. Football tomorrow, talk show tonight. We'll talk to you later.